They say barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen. Well, I'm barefoot and pregnant in the garden. Planting a summer garden while growing a baby isn't easy, but it is possible with a little strategy and a lot of grace. My name's Alexa, and I'm a gardener in Northeast Ohio, and I am currently 37 weeks pregnant with my third baby. Although it's kind of like my first again because this baby is coming 12 years after baby number 2. When I found out I was pregnant near Thanksgiving, I knew that I still wanted to grow a summer garden, and I had a lot of time early on to think about how I was going to actually do that. Because knowing I was due at the end of July, which is the prime gardening season, I knew that I was going to have to do things differently and also reset my expectations for what I was going to be capable of doing this year. I wanted to grow a garden because it's important for me that our family has as much fresh produce as possible, and that includes vegetables, herbs, and fruit. Now, I knew that I wasn't going to be able to grow as many things as I typically do. However, I did pick the staples that were going to produce and be ready for harvest in the months after I deliver the baby. So for tomatoes, for example, I planted all of my tomatoes knowing that those aren't really going to be ready for harvest until late August into September. And I will be having this baby at the end of July. So that will give me some time to recover and then be able to come back out into the garden with the baby and be able to put up all of that fresh produce. So with thinking through some strategies like that, I was able to plan my garden, figure out the best time, plant, and then harvest based on where I was in my pregnancy and also postpartum. Through all this, I have had to manage very realistic expectations and also reset my plans because things that I wanted to do, they just didn't happen, or I just wasn't going to be able to do them based on my capacity. Overall, I feel a lot of peace with the imperfections of the garden this year. It's not quite as pretty and maintained and beautiful as it normally is, but it is still producing food for us. It's still producing flowers and berries, and we'll still have all kinds of great harvests this year. So I hope you join me in this video as I am pregnant and barefoot in the garden as we talk about how to plan for this sort of season of life.